Hi, this is Wade here. This is my weekly rant. This is number 1. Planning on doing a whole series. Plan on releasing them every Wednesday. This one is welfare. Yep, it's a big one. A humdinger. So, I'll just give you some stats first. 325 million Americans. That's how many people live in this country, according to the census. A bunch of illegals, but that's a whole nother topic. Over 1/3 of that 325 million is on welfare. And this doesn't count unemployment or food stamps or anything. We pay over $132 billion a year on welfare. It's $132 billion a year. 39 out of 50 states, welfare pays more than $8 an hour. 8 out of 50 states, this is a shocker, 8 out of 50 states, welfare pays more than the average teacher's salary. 1/6 of the states pay more in welfare per person than they pay their teachers. It's ridiculous. 20% of welfare people, recipients, are on welfare more than 5 years. So that means 1 out of every 5 people that are on welfare have been on welfare for 5 years or more. Now, I mean, that's 1 out of every 5, and 1/3 of the country's on it. 27% are on welfare from 2 to 5 years. That's when they're really figuring out, hey, I can do this forever. And here's something else. Welfare in Massachusetts pays $14.66 an hour. Minimum wage in Massachusetts is $9 an hour. So you can make 50% more by being on welfare than actually earning a living. Makes it really hard to say, geez, I'm going to go ahead and have pride in myself and earn $9 an hour, when some loser can say, yeah, I really don't care about having pride in myself. I'll make $14.66. I'll make more than that guy that has pride. Alaska pays $15.48 an hour with a minimum wage of $8.75. And the real humdinger, yes, Hawaii, pays $17.50 an hour. Now, I know they have a higher cost of living, but their minimum wage is only $7.75 an hour. So we're talking $10 an hour more by being on welfare. It's incredible. More than double the minimum wage. Almost, yeah, it's like 2.5 times the minimum wage. It's ridiculous. So, I understand welfare has a purpose. You know, people are down on their luck. You lost your job, your unemployment's out, and you don't know how to survive. You want to pay your rent, your mortgage, without going, falling behind, filing bankruptcy, without, have foreclosure. You need some help. I get that. But it should be limited to 1 year. Drug testing every week. If you can't pass a drug test, no welfare. If you're on it for more than 12 months, boom, you're booted out. It's just how it is. If you're a mother of 3 and your husband's abusive and beats you and you leave, well, you can get welfare, but you're limited to 1 year. And you got to pass a drug test. And guess what? You have to get off your butt and go down to the office and get one. Get your check. You can't just wait for it to be mailed to you. Go out there in your bathrobe, the same bathrobe you wear to Walmart, and go get your mail and then get your check and go down to Walmart in your bathrobe and your pajamas and cash your check. That's not how it should work. You should have to get off your butt and go get it. Go down to the welfare office or whatever they have and say, okay, I'm, Jack Loser and I need my welfare check. Because the thing is if you allow people to have no pride, they don't have to leave and leave anywhere other than their driveway, go to the mailbox to get their check, then they're not motivated to do anything. And the other thing is, people on welfare and food stamps should have to go to the welfare and food stamp store, where everything is in a white box with black labeling on it, and that's it. You go there, and it just says welfare store, and you have to be on welfare to get in there. And you buy cereal, and it says Rice Puffs on it. It doesn't say Rice Krispies; it just says Rice Puffs. And you get grocery sacks that are white with black on it, and it just says welfare. So when you unload your car, and everything out of your trunk or your bicycle or whatever the hell you have, your neighbors and everybody knows that you're on welfare. That's how it should be. It should be embarrassing. Benjamin Franklin, I'll paraphrase, basically said, make it uncomfortable for people to be dependent on the nation. make it uncomfortable, make it be embarrassing, so they would strive to get off of it. But what we've done as a country, we've made it comfortable. People joke about it. Yeah, me and Tom, we haven't gotten married yet because, well, if we marry, then we make too much money together to be on welfare. So I get my check, and then Tom gets his check, or Nancy or Sally. Nobody strives for the American dream. And then everybody's version of the American dream is different, and that's okay. Some people want to be rich and famous. Some people want to be a doctor. Some people want to be a lawyer. Some people just want, a loving relationship with their wife and their children and their dog. I mean, and that's the American dream. Whatever it is, you have to strive for it. You just can't wait for somebody to push you up the ladder of success. And it's just asinine and ridiculous that we spend $132 billion a year on welfare. Ridiculous. We need to restrict it. 1 year. That's all you get. 1 year. Drug testing weekly. And you have to get off your ass and get your check and do your drug testing. If you can't do that, we don't pay you. That's what should happen. I'm done. Tune in next Wednesday for my next rant.